Anita in San Antonio, Texas. Hey, Anita, what's on your mind?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm well. What's up?
Good. Yeah, Tom, I really wish liberals would stop referring to the Affordable Care Act as ObamaCare. I just think it's confusing. It was always meant to be derogatory. People here, when they hear Obamacare, and I've talked to people here in Texas, they think big government health care plan,
Right.
which, of course, it's not. It's a law that helps people get access to affordable health care.
Right.
And I know you know how important language is. You remember Jimmy Kimmel? He did that those man on the street interviews, and he asked people, hey, what do you think about Obamacare? And they would go, oh, my God, no, I hate Obamacare. Then he'd say, what do you think about the Affordable Care Act? Oh, yeah, I like that Affordable Care Act. That's what we should do.
Yeah, this is why George Bush named the law that was going to reduce that was going to increase the amount of pollution that a factory could throw out into the air. They called it the Clean Air Act. Anita, I understand what you're saying, and I agreed with it for some time. I refrained from referring to this as Obamacare and did call it the Affordable Care Act for the first, 6 months or a year, until the president himself began referring to it as Obamacare, and the Democratic Party began referring to it as Obamacare. And what I heard from the Democratic strategist and all this kind of thing is the same thing as, calling myself a liberal. I mean, 10 years ago, when I stood up at, for example, talkers conventions in New York City, where you get all these talk radio people together, and I'd say I'm a liberal, I would literally be booed. Liberal had been it had become a curse word as a result of the Limbaughs and whatnot of the world. Now liberal has been redeemed. It's okay to say you're a liberal, and I think the same thing is true with Obamacare.
Yeah, but we can't afford to wait 10 years for people to get used to saying Obamacare. We need people to
respectfully, I disagree. I think that if we speak well of Obamacare right now, of the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare, and this is why the president refers to it as Obamacare, and history is going to refer to it as Obamacare. This is his legacy. Then I think that we can reinvent it. Anita, respectfully, we're going to just have to disagree on this. Thank you for the call. I understand what you're saying.